And this is going to be another talk over video of what I'm doing and how I'm thinking when I'm lifting. So this is just me getting ready for rack pulls. This is going to be of two different sessions, one from yesterday and then one from the day before, because I didn't get enough clips on both days. But on this I'm going for, I was doing 6 sets of 4 at 110 kilo. Just trying to get back into rack pulls. I was off them for 2 months, same with deadlifts. Sometimes I try to stay away from them, especially when cutting, because heavy lifting when cutting can make you feel like not the best, because obviously you don't have all carbs you would have if you were bulking to be able to lift a bit heavier. Still did well on rack pulls for being back, being able to do 3 sets of 4. I did get 140 for free, didn't record it, which I should have, to be fair. But with rack pulls, the key is just to keep your back straight and keep it pulling. When pulling through your legs, pull through your back as well.
Link in bio. Black Friday sale.
Link in bio.
Got a mid Black Friday sale coming on. 35% off up on top of the J Griffin code. 10% off. 45% off. Got creatine. Best creatine.
Free.
Best recovery powder. Go on the market. Jimmy, shut the fuck up. Best recovery on the market. Loud, like it.
So yeah, make sure to have a look at that sale, get some stuff, cop some of the best gear that I'm wearing here. So this is seated shoulder press with Smith machine. I prefer this to the free weight Smith, like seated down, because I feel like I get better range of motion. I feel like I can feel it more, and I feel like you can actually fully push to failure on this. So that's what I do every time. I do probably about 3-4 sets. Not really counting reps, just do it until I feel, obviously, that pain, and I struggle to get it up. It's one of the best things, I think, for a good shoulder day. Obviously, the day I was training the chest and shoulders, I did rack pulls just as a sort of warm-up, because I haven't done them for a while, and I wanted to see how they felt. And I did that as my gym bro was doing deadlifts as he was joining with my session, and I didn't want to just wait around. So this is bench press, so this is just rush, to be fair. This was just hiding quickly. I did 4 sets of, I think, 8 to 10 reps at 70 kilo, trying to improve, trying to be able to lift heavier. This is just a long build up because Pewie's just chatting shit. But yeah, I really do recommend doing build sets for bench if you're trying to increase your PR. So I'm trying to increase my PR. I'm want to get 100 kilo by the end of the year. So I'd recommend doing 4 sets of 10, building up on that. Even if it means you can't get 8 or 10, it's just pushing, making sure you put in that last ability to get that last rep out and constantly push it. Especially if you've got a gym bro like mine who doesn't even touch the bar until you're physically dying. So this is just obviously 2 different sets of clips throughout the day, throughout 2 days. Obviously talking about what I'm thinking about when I'm going through the sets and all this stuff, and how you should train and what works for me. So this does work for me to increase my bench press max. Now this is a superset, so I do normal standing cable flies about 7.9 kilo. Do it until I start to feel a burn, and switch to a alternate grip where you can push, where your arms are twisted in a way. I forgot the name of it, but it's just that's the grip there. So kind of just the same as it, but kind of just pushing the pecs together, especially at the top. And then these are like upper sweeps to do that, get that under chest bit. Also, I can feel it a lot in my shoulder and my lower chest as well. I felt like I looked really good on this, and I felt like it was working well. Then I step back and do the same cable flies, but coming underneath just as such, to really fully get that stretch out and pull through. Especially when I'm doing this, I don't think about the reps, I think about the pain and if it's working and how much I can do it. Obviously, I've talked through these sweeps before about how amazing they are. These were a bit rushed this set, I'll admit that the form was not the best, but these are really good to build that lower chest, and it really does grow it and build that chest, especially you can feel the pain. What I'm thinking when I'm going through this though is more about just getting through the superset with feeling pain at the end, and not counting reps, not counting sets, just doing it until I feel like I can't stop anymore. Especially you can see the dumbbells on the floor. I didn't get it recorded, but I added in some lateral raises as I was doing shoulders, supersets. Now this is off not yesterday but the day before. Did chest and back. Yeah, I did chest 2 days in a row because I didn't do as much chest stuff as I wanted to do. Yeah, because we were in with 3 people yesterday and the gym was busy as hell. If you go pure gym, you'll know through the week, 5 o'clock is hit period time for everyone to go. So yes, this was just me building up to maintaining a PR. So just tried 80 kilo for 3. I think I got it for 2, maybe 3. I think I got it for 3. Yeah, I couldn't remember, but this is just trying to maintain. I haven't actually went and I need to start doing more of 80 kilo to build on that. But obviously I wasn't very happy with it. This is me going for 90 kilo, which is my max at the moment, trying to maintain it. First time round, I kind of rushed it, didn't set up properly, and I failed it, as you can see. Obviously, Puri didn't really help us. People say they won't count it as a fail, but I think it's a fail. And I tried to go for it again, and I just failed miserably. I was foaming, but don't let it get you down. Always just try again. If you think it's impossible just means try again. So you just need to keep going and keep pushing. So obviously I went back second time round and absolutely smashed it out. Didn't quit. Didn't just force the rep out and was absolutely chuffed with it. Obviously got given the gym bro approval with the fist bump. But obviously I get annoyed at the same time because Pewie's one of my gym bro, but he's also in my competition at the same time. So he's benching 105 and I'm benching 90. I'd love to get that. Obviously, I've talked through this exercise before, how good it is to get that good pump. I'm just going to talk a little bit about how mentally I feel through this. So mentally, it's just going. So when we do it in like 3, so obviously I was there with Dylan and Pewie. I talk through it going like in my head as if I was to beat them. So how many reps and sets they do, you count it in your head and then you try and beat it. And that's how, and then also pushing until you do feel that burn and knowing it's working that chest, just keep going harder and harder to push and get that chest big and build through it, as well as keeping that good range of motion until you get to the point where you can't push it. Partials are just perfect. Yeah, this is like a really good exercise. I would prefer if I had a free weight one where you can put weights onto it. I feel like you get better range of motion. Obviously, PR Gym only has such amount of equipment. That's why obviously when I hopefully get more money coming in, then I can look for another gyms and stuff like that. Because this isn't always the best. This is me just being stupid. But this is, I haven't actually talked through this properly. So this is just single arm seated rows. So what I do is I do doubles to try and bring my shoulder. How I'm doing it is trying to keep my elbows in, bring my shoulder blades back together, and then obviously switch to one arm and do the same, but trying to drive the shoulder blade, not the shoulder blade, sorry, the elbow into my lat, if that makes sense. Trying to keep it in and feel that really tension on my lat, but I also let go. As you can see, my arm goes a bit further ahead than I would like it to sometimes, just to release the tension, but then also stretching the lat out at the same time. So I didn't get a video of the right one, but that's how I do normally 3 sets of 10 on that. This is seated face pulls, which is really good to keep yourself humble, because you can't do too much weight, because obviously it's just your back and just building that muscle. Now this was really good. I felt like my back looked class on it. I felt like I did look really big. Obviously I hope you enjoyed this kind of video talking through everything, but I just wanted to do another one of these because I feel like they're good. Don't forget that Black Friday sale. It starts today, 35% off. Use code jack.griffin for an extra 10% off. Some of the best products, hoodies, stringers, even the recovery powder is class. Same with creatine, etc. But it's going to leave another quote with you, because I feel like these quotes are the best. It's a Muhammad Ali quote, and it goes along the line basically saying it's okay to get knocked down. It's okay to get knocked down. You won't lose if you get knocked down, but you will lose if you stay down. and that is perfect. You got to keep going no matter what. Look, I'm tired, you're tired, stressed, depressed. Everything that you're going through, every other person, including me, is going through. Be able to understand that and make sure that you're in for a goal.